So by now you probably have read, I hope, and looked up your Mapping the Issue paper, which is on P59 of your textbook. I'm going to go over some of the important elements of that essay as you're working on your rough drafts. Be just conscientious about continuing to write. This first draft of this essay is not going to be perfect, and that's okay because you have time to revise. So really the main thing that you need to have in this draft is 3 different perspectives on your issue. These don't have to be opposing points. Now, you could have 3 perspectives that agree with a difference. So let's say that you are writing about the recently passed gun control for college campuses, and you have 3 different individuals who agree with the legislation, but they want different qualifications or measures added to it in order to achieve different purposes. So maybe some people feel like it's okay to have handguns on college campuses as long as they're left in their vehicles. Maybe some people feel like it is okay to have a concealed handgun permit if you're a faculty member, but not if you're a student. And then maybe somebody just opposes the concealed handgun legislation and feels that people should have open carry on college campuses. I don't even think that's real, but let's just say all 3 of those perspectives agree with allowing handguns in some form on a college campus. So they have points of common ground, but they differ in how they want to go about executing it. So this is one way that you can approach the paper. You may have perspectives that agree with you in the position that you think that you're going to argue, and but they offer something unique, or they bring something unique to the table, and that's what you want to discuss. The other thing that's important about this paper is to think about it in terms that each perspective needs to have 2 sections. First, a general position. So, like I said, right, the handgun can be on campus, but it needs to be locked in a vehicle. That's a general position. You can talk about the conversation surrounding that particular perspective, and then you're going to have another paragraph that does a summary and explanation of one person or group who specifically writes about or states that. So you're going to actually have two tasks that you need to accomplish for each perspective, and they're listed in the assignment. Then you also want to make sure that you have a section in your paper that deals with how those perspectives have a conversation with each other. You might be lucky enough to have articles in which like one author is referencing another author and they are actually having a conversation, but that's unlikely. You might end up having to look for places where those positions intersect. So if you have these 2 different perspectives on handguns on college campuses, what are the points that they agree on, and then what are the points that they disagree on? So there's a lot to tackle in this paper. It's a little bit more substantial than your issue proposal. And I want to see that you're really thinking through this issue and thinking through the different voices that are in this conversation as a result of writing this paper. And hopefully it will help you to refine your own argument.